is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez. I am back with another MLB player prop video for you. Today is Monday, June 19th, 2023. Happy 10th, everybody. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. You see the plan of action right there on the screen. We're going over our plays from yesterday. We're diving into our Thrive Fantasy partnership, and then we're diving into both the Prizepicks and Underdog dashboard, as I have 3 player props that I want to share with you today. So if all that sounds good, I encourage you to stick around, drop a like, sub up, and click the notification icon to get notified of all content and videos from me and my channel. And without further delay, let us jump into our plays from yesterday. All right, yesterday I felt like we were all over the place with all the line movement going on early in the morning. Sundays are very different in the MLB. Lots of lineup changes, rotation changes. You see a lot of relief pitchers getting starts. It's the end of the week. It's just weird. So anyway, let's dive into our plays and let's talk about this because we had a really good day yesterday. So if you tailed any of these plays, let me know in the comments below how they worked out for you and your slips. Let's start off with Ronel Blanco. I took the under on 5.5 strikeouts for him, and then the line got bumped down to 5 really in the middle of the video. And then I told everybody that I would stay away from that line because it has push written all over it. And that's exactly what he did. He went out and pushed 5. But if you got that line in, or if you got that play in before the move, then he finished with 5 strikeouts, which is under 5.5. So that was a great play for us yesterday. Took the over and under on Yoni Chirino's strikeout prop. Now, this is where we play the same prop on different sites. We took the over 2.5 strikeouts on Prizepick after it got bumped down from 3. He goes over that, finishes with 3 strikeouts. So check the box on that one. But then over on Underdog, it was still at 3, and I like the under on that one, and he finished with 3, so that was a push. So, and then we took the over. Brian Reynolds, 7.0 hitter fantasy score, way too low. He hit a home run yesterday, wasn't even a sweat. So, overall, I guess you can say we went 3-1 with our picks yesterday. Very, very good day, and we're looking to build off that momentum today. Before we dive into our picks for the day, let's talk about our partnership with Thrive Fantasy. All right, Thrive Fantasy, here's what you need to know. 100% deposit match up to $250. That means if you put in $250, then you'll have $500 to play with over on Thrive. You're going to enjoy a very, very friendly payout structure on Thrive, meaning more money for you when your slips hit. You can enjoy all these perks just for using promo code Chavez. Make sure that promo code is spelled correctly, Chavez. Make sure your first deposit is $25 or more so that you are set up for success over there on Thrive. And in addition to that, you'll get a free square for being a new user, for using my promo code Chavez. Use that free square to your advantage, pair it up with one other play that you really like, and damn near guarantee a 3.2x your entry amount. Or you can go for the bigger payout, that 20.2x, and try to go 5 for 5 with that free square included. So no matter how you do it, make sure you do it using promo code Chavez so that you can enjoy all the perks, all the good things, only over on Thrive Fantasy. All right, here we are over on the Prizepicks dashboard. Here are the 2 plays we're talking about today. Over on Prizepicks, and then we have 2 other plays that we'll be going over on Underdog. If you got what you want, as I always say, best of luck to you all. However, if you want to stick around and listen to me break these down, then buckle up, because here we go. We're gonna start with a Nolan Gorman, hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, in full transparency, I like him better over on Underdog because we get his fantasy score at a very, very friendly line. But over on Prizepicks, I still like his hits, runs, and RBIs prop set to 1.5. I like the over on this one, I should say. Let's head over to props.cash, and together we'll break this one down. All right, over on props.cash, let's take a look at Nolan Gorman here versus Josiah Gray today. 3 plate appearances, not bad. 1 single. I'm still trying to figure out how he has 1 single, which is 1 hit out of 3 plate appearances, but has a 500 batting average. The math doesn't add up with that one. He should, in order for him to have a 500 batting average, he needs 4 plate appearances here. Am I missing something? But nonetheless, this still will be around a 333 batting average, I guess. The numbers aren't bad against Josiah Gray. I love his numbers versus right-handed pitching on the season, though. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. 13 home runs, 9 doubles, 26 singles, 238 batting average. Now, if we look at his last 5 games, Nolan Gorman's last 5 games, in terms of his hits, runs, and RBIs, it doesn't look all that impressive. But if you are paying attention to some of these games, at least the last 2 games, for the St. Louis Cardinals, their bats are heating up. They got 13 runs scored in 2 games, and Nolan Gorman has been really quiet in those 2 games. And so really this play for me is trying to get ahead of the lines and seeing that some positive regression is due for him. If the lineup, for the Cardinals is experiencing some really good success, then it's only a matter of time before Gorman is, involved in that success. So this play may not be for you. I like his hits, runs, and RBIs today. That's the only prop we can get it. That's the only prop for him we can find over on Prizepicks. I like his numbers versus righties, to be honest with you, and I think he can get it done today. 1 hit, 1 run, 1 RBI, combination of the 3. I love the upside here. At the end of this video, towards the end of the video, we'll go over his fantasy score over on Underdog. But for now, we're sticking with the hits, runs, and RBIs over on Prizepicks. Give me the more for Nolan Gorman for our first player prop of the day. All right, our second prop over on Prizepicks, Brandon Crawford, 0.5 total bases. I believe a lot of people are going to be on this one just because of the low line itself. Let's head on over to props.cash and look at this together. All right, Brandon Crawford's game log, last 5 games. Let's take a look at this together. He has a total of 7 total bases, 7 bases in those 5 games. Now, his numbers versus Michael Wacha, I'm not going to do the Waka Waka joke. It's played out by now, right? Everybody does the Waka Waka joke. Michael freaking Waka Flocka Flame. What's up with that one, right? Yeah, bringing some new flavor. Michael Waka Flocka Flame. Brandon Crawford, 12 plate appearances, 583 batting average, 2 singles, 4 doubles, 1 triple, 1 RBI. I mean, damn, he's done it all against Wacha except for hit a home run. We don't need a home run today. If he gets a home run, it's even better. He needs 1 single. He needs 1 single. He needs 1 base hit. Remember, being hit by a pitch, being walked, wild pitch, fielder's choice, errors in the infield, those do not count towards a total base prop. So this has to be an actual hit for Brandon Crawford. So numbers look really good versus Wacha. Now his numbers versus right-handed pitching on the season look good as well. Now the batting average is a bit suppressed versus righties, but still showing some power. 3 home runs, 7 doubles, and 115 plate appearances. And then we could take a look at Wacha's numbers versus left-handed batters like Brandon Crawford. So doing a really good job suppressing that batting average, but still giving up some production. 2 home runs, 6 doubles, 17 singles, and that's exactly what we need, is 1 single from Brandon Crawford today. This line is super low. We're getting really favorable odds, -143. Take the over on this one for our second prop of the day. Now, those are our 2 Prizepicks props. Let's head on over to Underdog and let's talk about 2 props that I like over there. All right, here we are on the Underdog dashboard. I told you that I like Nolan Gorman's hitter fantasy points or fantasy points on Underdog more than I do like his 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs on Prizepicks. The reason is the scoring system on Underdog is very favorable to hitters. So you're getting more points basically for your hits, less points for your stolen bases, but you're getting more points for your doubles, your singles, your even being walked, even being hit by a pitch. You're getting 3 points for that versus the 2 you get on Prizepicks. So usually you're going to see these fantasy point numbers inflated like to 9, 10, even 12 sometimes. The fact that we can get this under 7, I really like it. So you already know why I like Nolan Gorman today. You should like his prop over on Underdog as well. So that's a way to kind of leverage the field a little bit, is look into his props on different sites and just go over on both of them, because more than likely, if he gets his hits and runs and RBIs, he's going over his fantasy score on Underdog. Now, let's talk about somebody we haven't mentioned yet, and that's Brian Hayes. 6.5 fantasy points. This is really, really low. We took his teammate yesterday, Brian Reynolds, and he came through in high definition yesterday. He hit a home run. It was great. Let's talk about Brian Hayes over on props.cash and why we like the over on his 6.5 fantasy points. All right, first of all, let's take a look at Brian Hayes versus Drew Smyly. There's so many ways to go with that, his last name and insert joke. So many, in fact, that I couldn't decide on one of them. So we're just going to use his Drew Smyly name. We're not going to, put a little. We're not going to put a little spin on that one today. If you got a good Smyly name joke, put that in the comments below. But let's look at Brian Hayes versus Smyly. 14 plate appearances, 462 slugging, 300 batting average, with 2 doubles, 2 singles, no home runs, no RBIs. Now, those are strong numbers. What he's done versus lefties this season is what I really like for Brian Hayes. So it's 274 batting average, 2 home runs, 1 triple, 4 doubles, and 13 singles in just 76 plate appearances. So smaller sample size, however, really strong numbers he has against left-handed pitching like Smyly. Now, let's look at Brian Hayes over his last 5 games. We can see that he has recorded 8, 9, 10 hits in those 5 games. Hits, runs, and RBIs, 16, 17, 18 hits, runs, and RBIs. I mean, 12 of them came in one game, which is incredible. In terms of home run power, no home runs to speak of in those 5 games. Stolen bases, 1 stolen base. So over his last 10 games, we can see that he has 1 stolen base. Over his last 30, 3 stolen bases. So, it's not, it's not impossible to think that he can get a, I don't know if that was correct grammar. It's not impossible. If he steals a base today, I wouldn't be surprised, but we shouldn't focus on that as being a primary, contributor to his fantasy points. Really, it's going to be, coming at the plate. So getting a double, scoring a run, driving an RBI, all that adds up super, super fast over on Underdog. 6.5. It's just too low, in my opinion, for Brian Hayes. So we're going to go with it. We're going to take the over on his 6.5 hitter fantasy points, hitter fantasy score over on Underdog to round out our plays for today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. Nolan Gorman over hits, runs, and RBIs on Prizepicks. Brandon Crawford over 0.5 total bases on Prizepicks. Nolan Gorman over 6.5 fantasy points on Underdog. And Brian Hayes over 6.5 fantasy points on Underdog. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you like about the boards, whether it's Prizepicks or Underdog. Also, let me know what your thoughts are on these 4 player props that we talked about in today's video. As always, thank you so much for all your support and helping this channel grow a bit bigger every single day. Best of luck to you all should you tail any of these plays. And until tomorrow's MLB player prop video, Chavez is